Hey Gifted Gang, it's Zhané and I am back with another video. If you are new here, over here we talk about fragrances, we do makeup tutorials, we look good, all things fabulous, all that good stuff. So if you're interested, just keep on watching this video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you've been stalking my channel, I'm gonna be nice today and say welcome back, but I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up and tap that notification bell so you can be in my business every time I upload a video. All right, so today is all about caramel. Caramel is one of my favorite notes. However, a lot of the caramel fragrances that I have smelled, like product candy, it doesn't give. So I have some that isn't a prominent caramel. I mean, maybe have like one or two that you smell the caramel, but the other one is like an undertone. So if you want to see my caramel fragrances, just keep on watching. To start this off, I'm going to start off with a classic, a fan fave. No, it's not product candy because again, it smells like earwax. Product candy smells like earwax, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're saying nice things. This one's going to be Bon Bon by Victor Roth. I only have the travel size. I'll upload the full size bottle. It's like a cute little bow in the same color. Now, I only have this in the travel size simply because this is not my most desired caramel. Like, it's okay. As my nose has developed over the last year or so with smelling fragrances, some fragrances have just become generic, and it's not that, ooh, you know, I'm just a niche girl, because I'm not. I don't even have that many niche fragrances in my collection, but they're just certain smell. Like, the new fragrances that I'm picking up are no longer basic. Like, you can't smell this somewhere else. This fragrance doesn't, like, literally remind me of something else. So this just smells like a basic designer fragrance to me. Like, no shade, no tea, but it's not like my favorite, but I still enjoy this. So I mean, once this is gone, I probably won't rebuy this. And to be honest, I have not used this and I cannot tell you how long. I rarely ever reach for this. The main accords that you're going to get from this fragrance is going to be caramel, sweet, citrus, fruity, white floral, woody, amber, and a little bit of powderness. And the notes, you're going to get some peach, some mandarin orange, orange blossom, whew, a lot of orange, jasmine, caramel, amber, sandalwood, gaiac wood, and cedar. I didn't know this had gaiac wood. You learn something new every day. Okay. I'm not going to spray this on me because I'm wearing Beyond Romance today. I'm just feeling, yes. So make sure y'all go check out my Instagram to see what I wore today, because I was cute. Okay, anyway. Like, the caramel is so pretty in here, but what really draws me into this more than the caramel is going to be the peach. It's just a nice little balance of sweet and citrus. So peach is one of the sexiest citrus fragrances. I don't know if peaches are considered a citrus or not, but if it is, it's one of the sexiest peaches. Like, it's in that mango, like tropical fruit, like that type of element. Like, it's a vibe. But this also has like a powderness to it. I'm gonna assume that it's coming from the cedar and like the orange blossom jasmine combination. But it's a really pretty light fragrance. I think this is a well-versed, well-rounded fragrance that you can wear on like any occasion. You can wear this anywhere. It's very playful, very flirtatious, and it's just, you know, the bottle is literally playful and flirtatious. So you're getting what you see on the bottle is what you're going to get in the bottle, the juice in here. So I mean, it's a classic. However, I think they're much better caramels. The next one that I'm going to go over is one that I actually really enjoyed. It got mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't reach for this as much as I should, But I think this is a beautiful caramel fragrance. And this is the only one by Dolce Gabbana. Don't ask where the top is. I left it at a friend's house and never seen it again. So this is a caramel sweet powdery vanilla violet coffee spicy situation. This is a very powdery caramel. Like, I know I mentioned Bon Bon was powdery, but no, this is powdery in a good way. It's like a clean gourmand. Like, it's just refreshing. So the violet in the opening is that's probably why it's powdery, because you instantly pick up the violet right in the opening. And then you got some orange and bergamot, so there is a bit of tartness, a little tanginess in the opening. Then you get that coffee and the pear. Oh, such a sexy combination right there. And more iris, so you're getting more powderiness with the iris and the orange blossom. And then I guess rose can give you a little powdery situation. Then you get the caramel, the vanilla, and then it dries down kind of green with the patchouli. So I mean, this is an overall just clean. It doesn't do too much. It's not an overpowering gourmand. I think this is a safe gourmand for any occasion. Like, I would even feel comfortable wearing the only one to work. Like, I don't think that it's a harsh, overbearing, offensive fragrance. It doesn't do too much. It's not overwhelming. It won't, you know, offend anyone at work. So I think you can wear this to church, anything like that. I think this is a great overall. No, this is not a signature scent type of situation. Like, I wouldn't wear this for every occasion, but I do feel like it does what it needs to do when it's the time to wear this. I love to wear this to bed on the day. Like, so sometimes when I'm on my period, I do not like to wear fragrances. Like, and this just happened over the last few months. It's so weird. Like, certain notes just irritate me when I'm on when it's that time of the month. So I have mainly been wearing like lighter fragrances or just clean fragrances in general. And this would be one that I would probably reach for if I still am in the mood for something sweet on my skin. So the only one by Dolce Gabbana. Beautiful caramel, very powdery, very vanilla, very beautiful. I really enjoyed this one. This next one I no longer have because I used it up and I haven't repurchased it. But this is one of the best caramels I've ever smelled, I've ever known, I've ever had in my collection. Like, I love this and I need to get another bottle of this. But this was Sexy Honey. I'm going to put a picture right here, but Juicy Couture, Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. Baby, talking about sexy in a bottle. And it was super affordable. And then it had a little longevity to it. I was really hyped about that. So the main accords you're going to get is caramel, vanilla, fruit, sweet, woody, white floral, and powdery. So I think caramel might also be powdery, because from so far, all of the fragrances, one of the accords is powder. So I'm guessing. So I'm waiting for my iPad to act right. So in the opening, you're going to get wild berries. Then you're going to get honeysuckle and jasmine sunblock. Okay. Caramel, amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. It was a very romantic fragrance to me. I also love to wear that one to bed. It's just something about it. It was just so cozy and indulging, and just it was a struck power thing for me. It just really captivated me. Now, I will say that caramel can lean a little when you first spray it. The earwaxy like Prada candy, but it's not nothing like Prada candy. After it dries down into your skin, you're left with the nice amber and the vanilla, and it's just so sexy. It's like one of the sexiest caramels I've owned in my collection. I gotta get that one again. I think that's what's missing in my collection right now, because I used to wear that down. I still actually have the lotion for it. I don't even think I've ever worn it, but I still have the lotion because it was a little gift set. But baby, the way I used up, I think it may have been in one of my earlier empties videos. It's in a video. But yeah, I did upload a picture of it so y'all can see, but it was so sexy. The juicy berries in the opening, stunning. And then you get the white florals. You can never go wrong with white florals. White florals scream romance, period. So if you have never got your nose on gold couture, you need it, okay? This next one I kind of have mixed feelings about. This is a vanilla caramel. However, this is like not my favorite vanilla. So I think this may be like when it comes to caramel, I enjoy this more. But if you're talking about like pure vanilla fragrances, yeah, not my favorite. But this is Vanilla Woods by The Seven Virtues. I mean, I have a little dent in it, but it's not like, ooh, I reached for this. But this is a very vanilla, fruity caramel, sweet fragrance, of course, with the amber and the powder accords, okay? Again, I think caramel may lean a little powdery. So you're gonna get pear in the opening, one of my favorite notes. And this is also a clean fragrance, cruelty-free, all that good stuff. Yeah. It has some rose, so that's powdery, some vanilla, some amber, and caramel. Simple notes, very clean, doesn't do too much. But I think overall for me, this is more of a layering fragrance. I wear this a lot to bed because I don't really see myself. Because sometimes this can lean a little nauseous to me. I don't know what's in it that's making me feel that way. No, it doesn't make me nauseous, but it has like nauseous undertones in the notes that I think it just may be a little too sweet, and it's not enough vanilla for me. I think the caramel is pulling very heavy in this, so I think this is more of a caramel forward fragrance versus a vanilla forward fragrance, which is why, of course, it was going to be in the video anyway because it has caramel in it, but I did want to make sure that I talked about this one. So, I mean, it does what it needs to do, but this is just one I probably, honestly, would probably end up decluttering because I know I'm not going to ever finish this bottle. I know for a fact. I just know. But, I mean, the girls on TikTok have hyped this up. They really did. To each his own. If you like it, I love it. But it's just okay. It's just okay. Real brief, I'm going to talk about one of my very nice fragrances that I actually surprisingly enjoyed that a lot of people don't like, but I thought it was nice, and I wore this all the time to bed, and I still don't know why I don't have a full bottle anymore because I emptied that bad boy up and just didn't repurchase it. But insert the picture. This is R.E.M by Ariana Grande. Beautiful. It was like salted covered caramel with some lavender and this powder. It was just a beautiful fragrance to me. I loved it. And I always layered it with coconut palm. It was a magical combination because it also had some salt and something. I don't know. But yeah, it was good. So sweet powder lavender, fruity caramel, salty, aromatic, all of that stuff. So it was a clean little cute little fragrance. I really liked it. I'm trying to get to the notes. So we have Zephyr, I don't know, baby. Caramel, fig, quince, lavender, pear blossom, musk, tonka bean, and sandalwood. So it was very powdery. Lavender was so beautiful. Like I said, I used to wear that to bed all the time. And that's a fragrance, if I still had it, would be one of the fragrances that I for sure wore when I'm on my cycle. Because lavender makes me just feel good when I'm on my cycle. Like anything with lavender or peppermint, yeah. I can tolerate those smells. So, I mean, it was a really nice fragrance. I think Zephyr is like a sweet candy-like marshmallow situation. That's what I think. I think it's like a made-up marshmallow, artificial marshmallow, I guess. But yeah, overall, it was a nice fragrance. And I wish I still had it in my collection. I have not, this year, I've strictly been focusing on niche fragrances and black owned fragrances, and I do have a black owned fragrance haul coming very soon. I'm just waiting for the rest of my packages to arrive, so I'm super excited to share that with you guys. So make sure that you tap that notification bell so y'all can be in my business, so y'all can know what's going on. But I'm super excited about that. So when it comes to Ulta and Sephora this year, I'm not going to be able to do a big haul with my rewards points because I literally probably have $30 in points from Ulta this year. Last year I had like $1,600 to spend. Yeah, I didn't do too good this year, but it's okay, you know. But let's move on because I'm getting carried away. All right, let me put y'all on. Let me put y'all on. Let me put y'all on. $6 fragrance that slaps. Now we're getting into the good caramels now. I think like the ones that I love. I got a couple of them, But this is the Lao by R.E.M. I paid $6 for it, $5.95 to be exact, honey. Baby, this is sexy. Do you hear me? Look, y'all saw that atomizer. Woo! Now this is sexy. So this is caramel, vanilla, sweet citrus, woody, powdery, balsamic, warm, spicy. Yes. Yeah, honey. So you literally have caramel, vanilla, orange, sandalwood. This out. Caramel, vanilla, orange, sandalwood. Creamy, zesty, sweet, sultry, decadent goodness for $6. Do you hear me? And I got a little dent. I want to put this on so bad, but I already got a fragrance on, and I'm waiting for my shirt to dry. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. And I think this could probably easily be more than $6, but we love a deal. We love a deal. They also have an oil. The Lao also has an oil. I don't even know if I mentioned the name. If you love rollerballs, I hate rollerballs. I've been on a hunt to find brands that sell perfume oils that are either like the little droplets or just the spray. Child, everybody and their mama want to sell a rollerball. Why do y'all insist on dear perfumers and perfume brands? If you would ever be so kind, if you watch my video, when y'all make these perfume, can y'all put it in the little droplets? Because I just feel like when you rolling fragrance on, like, it ain't doing nothing. That's just my personal opinion. It may work for other people, but I'd rather spray it, let it sit, or mix it with my lotion. People say they will roll the ball in their hand, then put the lotion. I feel like that's ineffective. I just want to be able to squeeze it into my lotion and keep it moving. So if y'all watch this video, think about little people like me and change. We don't want roller balls. We don't want roller balls. Okay, that was my little rant. But the Lao, she good, and she got a $3 sister, the little roller ball. If y'all answer that, get it. All right, I'm gonna talk about this one real quick because this is so good. It's a punch packer, and it's expensive, but if you look in the right places, you can find it for the low. I think this retails for about $180, but I think I paid like maybe $50–$60 for it. I was so happy when I was able to find it. But this is Amber Fever by Mancera. Let me see so y'all can see. All right, this is I think I mentioned this in the video. So you know how the people compare Instant Crush to Baccarat. I've never spelled Instant Crush, so don't ask me. I don't know. I would compare this to Gentle Fluidity Gold. So I know people say that Gentle Fluidity Gold is like the lighter version of Baccarat Rouge. This is the lighter version of Instant Crush, allegedly. So I'm comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges. This is a woody whiskey caramel type of situation with some amber and just beautiful sweetness. This is sexy, and I just love the juice. I think the juice is gonna get a little darker over time. I haven't had this that long, but I mean, look at the little dent. I done did a little damage, y'all. Don't sleep now, don't sleep. And it's very powdery, of course. So you have in the opening, you get caramel, whiskey, tonka bean, hazelnut. In the middle, you get rose, jasmine, violet, and then amber, musk, teak wood, and oak moss. So you are getting a lot of powder in this, but a lot of wood at the same time, and a lot of sweetness. So it's just a good combination. So when you first spray this, When you first spray this, the first thing that I smell personally is going to be the tonka bean. I smell the tonka bean, but I also smell whiskey. And then as it continues to dry down, you're getting a lot of powderness in this. But I still get like the floral jasmine. But it's mainly the powderness from the violet, the tonka bean, the rose, all that good stuff. And then when it dries down, it's just a clean, musky, ambery scent. It's just so pretty. And it like, this is a fragrance that didn't need vanilla, you know? It don't got no vanilla in it, and I love it. This is one of my favorite fragrances to layer when I want just a touch of amber. If I feel like it doesn't have enough sweetness or enough resins in it, this is what I use. It works great on its own, but I think it just has a touch of sexy that it gives to other fragrances that's missing that. And I'm trying to wait on some other fragrances, but I want to do like a liquor fragrance collection, like Angel Share, Amber Fuchsia. There's a lot of fragrances that got liquor notes in it, so I'm waiting. That one might take a little while because I gotta get my queen up, but when I do, yeah, that'll be sexy because the girls love a little liquor drink, okay? And I'm gonna do that for y'all. But let's move on. If you on TikTok, you own this in your collection. You got Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. This right here, sexy in a bottle. Sexy. This. I'm trying to see, is it my favorite? This one may actually be my favorite caramel. It may be Juicy Couture's Viva La Juicy Gold Couture. It just, I think this one has that one beat. This is literally the caramel apples that you get around this time of year during the fall. Caramel apples in a bottle. That's it. Sexy. Oh my God. And it got a little spice to it. So let me read the notes. It's fruity, caramel, woody, amber, sweet, musky, powdery, fresh, balsamic, and green. So the notes, you get apple, grapes, white wood, patchouli, iris, Peru balsam, musk, suede, amber, and caramel. Ain't no vanilla in this either. I'm shocked. It's just something about this fragrance. It makes me wanna clap the hands. Listen, this is so sexy. It's so delicious. Do you hear me? Swiss Arabian and they cousins in them, they put their foot in this. Who is the perfume? I just have to know who perfumed this. Who put their nose in this? I don't know. It doesn't say. But the perfumer behind Casablanca, Casablanca, you did this, honey. This is good. It's so good. I love it. It's just it literally smells like, so I was in the grocery store the other day. Is there an airplane? Why is there an airplane over here? Anyway, I was in the grocery store the other day and I was in the fruit aisle and they had the pre-made caramel apples with the peanuts on it. I was so tempted to buy it, but I was like, Dree, you do not need that. You don't need it. So when I got home, I sprayed this on me so I could feel like I was eating the caramel apple. It's like, it's so good. It's so good. It's a beautiful gourmand. This is the perfect time of year to wear this. But I also think it's light enough to wear in the summertime. Y'all. So good. All right, I was going to add a couple of more, but I feel like I got about 10 more that I could talk about, but I'm not going to. I'm going to just leave it at this last one right here. And I may do a part 2 later if I find better caramels. But I do have like 3 more in my collection, about 5 more that I've owned that I either decluttered or I used up, blah, blah, blah. This last one's going to be Fabolicious by Dior. And y'all already know this is my favorite. This is my favorite. This is a beautiful tonka creamy powdery, sweet fragrance. It's so beautiful. So the main, of course, is going to be sweet vanilla, amber, caramel, cacao, warm, spicy, aromatic, cherry, lactonic, and nutty. So instantly, this is like a, I'm going to say this is more of a Tonka fragrance, but the notes that you get throughout this fragrance literally takes you on a journey. Like, for real, for real. It takes you on a journey. Like, it takes you here, it takes you here. But it's still well blended. Like, it really is just a sophisticated fragrance. I'm just upset with my necklace today, y'all. It's really getting on my nerves. Like, it's not a choker. It's not a choker. But it keeps choking. It just... Okay, y'all. Anyway. So, the notes that you get in this fragrance. When you first spray this, you're going to get like a little aromatic, mentholy type of situation with the mint and the bergamot. But you get this beautiful, romantic lavender at the same time. It's just like, As it settles into your skin, you're getting a lot of powderness. You're getting some fruit, sweet cherry. Like, it's like a tart, sour cherry situation going on here. And then you get some chocolate here, a little cacao here, the caramel, the praline. Like, all of these notes are just so blended. So let me read the rest of the notes. You got tonka bean, vanilla, cocoa, cacao pod, praline, caramel, benzoin, milk. It is a little lactonic, sandalwood, leather, and cedar. And I definitely smell the leather in the dry down, but it's so sexy. It is so sexy. Now, this is supposed to be for women, but I can still see that this is a little masculine, especially with the leather and the lavender pulling heavy in this. But I think the caramel, I can definitely detect it. But it plays a big part with the praline. So I think the caramel and the praline kind of go hand in hand, creating this sultry sweetness about it that I just really, really love. But y'all, this is sexy. This is sexy. This is well worth the money. Every little dime. I can get with it. I can get with it. I think this is a well done. Dior did their thing with their preview line, because honestly, to be transparent, their regular designer collection, I'm not the biggest fan of Miss Dior. I'm sorry. I tried. I definitely didn't like Bloom and Bouquet, but their preview line, another fragrance that I really, really like, I know this isn't caramel, but I just have to talk about it. It's going to be Oud Isfahan, sexy. Oud Rose, just grown as sexy. I don't even think it's rose, but I know it has some oud in there. It's sexy. Then you got Eden Rock. It's a beautiful, clean fragrance. I have a sample of that, and that's one that I would definitely get a full size bottle of. I always wear that to the airport because I still want to smell good, but I don't want to, you know, try nobody out. So that's one of the fragrances that I wear to the airport, and I still get compliments, but I've never heard someone complain about me wearing it at the airport. So I think it's airport appropriate. So Eden Rock, what is it called? Vanilla Aroma or something like that. That's a beautiful vanilla scent with just some grown and sexy vibes to it. And this is grown and sexy. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you for tuning in. Make sure y'all follow me on social media, @Zhané. And if you stuck around to the end of the video, what is your scent of the day? I already told y'all mine. It is a classic, Beyond Romance by Ralph Lauren. I absolutely love this fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then if you've also reached the end of this video and you enjoy my content and you're not already subscribed, go ahead, subscribe to my channel, yada, yada, yada. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.